there were two different times where it was like Kobe's coming to the Bulls.
Yeah.
And in 2004, 2007, even in 2007, it was even into the season. I remember you had that video too, like buy a Bulls jersey, fellas.
Yeah.
And like saying, if you want to be a Kobe fan, when you were thinking about going to the Bulls, there's always this narrative no one wants to play in Michael's shadow. Were you thinking, no, I want to be in Chicago and go past Michael?
No, I was thinking like if you're going to be a great franchise, you have to have multiple great players. That's what the Lakers have done. You don't hear that narrative in LA.
Yeah.
You had Jerry, you have Elgin, you had Magic, you had myself, you had Kareem, you had Shaq. I mean, you got LeBron. I mean, it's just one of those franchises that continue. Yankees too.
Yep.
Right? So why are the Bulls any different?
Right.
Just because you have Michael, now everybody's intimidated to go play by. That's ridiculous.
Well, I obviously think the narrative is basically made so that the front office can get a pass for never signing anyone big. That's really what it comes down to.
That's probably true.
But you were ready to do it.
True.
I mean, would you have? I mean, was there a part of you mentally that was like, I'm going to be a Bull?
Yeah. Like we were planning, looking at homes, schools, the whole thing.
That's crazy.
Wow.
The whole thing, man.
Yeah.
So, I know that Jerry West, Michael Jordan was like a big brother to you.
Yeah.
Bryant Shaw, I know there's a lot of people that influenced you in a big way, and we're going to get to that. But in the business community, some of the titans you've talked to, tell us some of the people you've learned from the most and some of the people that have mentored you the most and some of the people you look up to.
Yeah, so the people I've learned from the most, when I had the idea of first starting a studio, the first person I called was Oprah Winfrey. And we sat on the phone about an hour and a half, 2 hours, went through the history of building Harpo and things that she felt she did well, things that she felt like she didn't do so well, and kind of walked me through her journey, to help me on mine. Another person is Mark Parker, CEO of Nike. He and I speak often. I mean, he's really helped me through a lot of decisions. Tim Cook and Johnny Ives, Apple. So I would say those three are the biggest ones that have had the most influence in what I'm currently building now.
Any common theme between those three that you kept saying, they keep saying the same similar thing?
The amount of mistakes that are made, right? Because we tend to look at them and say, okay, they don't make mistakes, they don't make bad decisions, and that couldn't be any further from the truth. You all make mistakes, you all make decisions, and you just continue to plow forward. You continue to figure it out.
So I wanted to touch on the evolution of you as a teammate. In 2004, Phil Jackson writes the book.
Yeah.
And is like, Kobe's uncoachable.
I'm still waiting on my royalties on
Yeah, he says Kobe's uncoachable. What was your reaction in that moment when you see that, you read that, a guy that you have a relationship with, you had success with?
I was frustrated by it. You know what I mean? Because it was always a type of relationship where it was like, for me, it's just come at me direct.